Welcome back everyone, and thank you for joining us once again as we dive deep into one of the most fascinating mysteries of modern American coinage, a journey that collectors, treasure hunters, and enthusiasts absolutely love. Because today we are exploring the legendary tale of how an ordinary-looking 1997 1-cent coin can shockingly be valued at an unbelievable $13 million due to a combination of minting errors, striking anomalies, metal composition surprises, die deterioration patterns, planchet irregularities, off-center strikes, doubled features, unintentional design variations, extremely rare transitional possibilities, and a number of theoretical scenarios that drive collectors into a frenzy. And as we begin this incredible journey, imagine holding in your hand a coin that the average person would instantly overlook, a simple copper-colored cent that has circulated for decades, and yet, hidden beneath its surface, lies the story of how certain extremely rare and spectacular mistakes can transform this tiny piece of metal into a multi-million-dollar artifact. So as we dive into the potential reasons behind such immense value, we need to examine every layer of what makes error coins special, because coin errors are like fingerprints. They are unique, unrepeatable, formed during fractions of a second inside powerful minting machinery, and when nature, machinery, and random chance align in rare, unprecedented combinations, collectors are willing to pay astronomical amounts. So let us begin by imagining the possibilities that could elevate a 1997 1 cent to that incredible $13 million mark, starting with the fact that 1997 cents are normally struck on copper-plated zinc planchets, but rare anomalies could result in a cent accidentally struck on bronze planchets left behind from previous decades, or on foreign planchets intended for different countries, or even on experimental compositions the mint might have tested for internal research. And when such off-metal strikes are authenticated, especially when tied to a specific date like 1997, collectors go wild, because off-metal errors are some of the highest value categories in numismatics, and if you combine that with extremely sharp strike anomalies, you get a coin that collectors almost never see. Perhaps an ultra-rare double denomination strike where a cent is mistakenly struck over a dime or over a previously minted coin, creating overlapping designs that look like bizarre ghost images etched into the surfaces. And imagine the shock in a collector's eyes when Lincoln's portrait is fused with the faint outline of Roosevelt or other devices, and these hybrid coins consistently achieve jaw-dropping auction results. So a 1997 hybrid strike could easily push the value into record-breaking territory. But we are just getting started, because we also must consider the possibility of dramatic double dies, where the hub imprints a design twice onto the die slightly misaligned, leading to doubled letters in Liberty, a doubled date, doubled motto, or even a doubled portrait. And while most modern double dies are minor, a dramatic, bold, widespread double die for 1997 that was unknown to collectors for years would generate massive attention. And when rarity meets dramatic eye appeal, prices soar like rockets. And this kind of die variety could single-handedly turn a penny into a million-dollar treasure, especially if the doubling is crisp, easily visible to the naked eye, and unique to one single coin, making it a once-in-history discovery. But there is more, such as striking pressure fluctuations that result in ultra-high relief coins, or coins with partial missing details, or coins struck through foreign materials like cloth, wire, grease, fragments of metal, or even insects, because a coin struck through objects becomes a bizarre piece of minting history, preserving the shape or imprint of the obstruction forever, almost like a fossil. And collectors absolutely love these freak accident pieces, especially when the design remains strong in some areas while the obstruction creates dramatic voids in others. And if the obstruction is large enough, distinct enough, and tied specifically to 1997, then the novelty and uniqueness could dramatically raise its price. And then imagine one of the most unbelievable scenarios of all: a 1997 cent struck with a wildly misaligned die, creating a coin where Lincoln's portrait is almost falling off the edge, or where the reverse is rotated drastically, or where the collar failed, causing the coin to expand like a bizarre bloated shape. And dramatic off-center strikes with full dates visible are extremely valuable, but a perfect storm of multiple errors combined, off-center plus double die plus off-metal plus strike-through, becomes mind-blowingly rare. So a theoretical 1997 penny containing multiple simultaneous major errors could logically reach astronomical value, because collectors of error coins know that combinations of major mistakes are rare beyond imagination. sometimes literally one of a kind, and when a coin is certified by a top grading service confirming not one or two, but several spectacular minting errors all present in one tiny cent, collectors with deep pockets enter bidding wars that skyrocket the price into unbelievable territory. And we must also consider the importance of condition, because even the most dramatic error loses value if heavily worn, but imagine a coin preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, glowing with original mint luster, flawless surfaces and sharp details, almost as if the coin never touched human hands, and when such a miraculous era coin emerges untouched after nearly 3 decades, it becomes nothing short of legendary. And now imagine that this 1997 penny also has a mysterious background. Perhaps a coin that was part of an experimental batch the mint never intended to release, or a coin pulled from a sealed bag discovered in an old bank vault, or a coin that surfaced through a famous collector's estate, because provenance adds story value, and story value multiplies financial value significantly, creating hype, excitement and desire among wealthy collectors who want to own the rarest and most dramatic pieces of minting history. And as bidding wars escalate, the final price can soar far beyond normal expectations, leading to the astounding $13 million figure we are discussing. But we also must think about the theoretical scenario that this 1997 penny possessed features so unusual that experts considered it a major numismatic discovery, possibly revealing undocumented mint procedures, forgotten planchets, malfunctioning machinery, or unexpected transitional changes between different minting periods. And a coin that rewrites minting history becomes instantly priceless, because collectors are not only buying a coin, they are buying the discovery, the uniqueness, the mystery, the controversy, and the bragging rights of owning something that the entire numismatic world talks about. And the psychological factors behind these incredible auction results cannot be ignored, because when wealthy collectors believe they are competing for a once-in-century treasure, bidding becomes emotional rather than logical, pushing the price far beyond any standard valuation guides. And the excitement grows even greater when YouTube channels, news articles, numismatists and hobbyists highlight the story, creating a media storm where everyone talks about the unbelievable $13 million 1997 penny, driving the myth and energy around it to new heights. And you can imagine the ripple effect across the collecting world, where thousands of people begin checking their pocket change, examining every cent from 1997 under magnifying glasses, dreaming of discovering another multi-million-dollar treasure. Because the idea that a simple, ordinary penny could be worth more than luxury homes or exotic cars ignites imagination and inspires countless beginners to become collectors themselves. And as more people search for errors, the surviving original rare coin becomes even more iconic, a legendary piece of numismatic folklore, celebrated for decades as the unbelievable 1997 penny worth $13 million. And the combination of rarity, dramatic errors, historical significance, perfect condition, provenance, collector psychology, auction excitement and media amplification all join together to create the perfect storm behind such an unimaginable price, proving once again that in the world of coins, anything is possible. Mistakes become miracles, and the smallest coin can hold the largest value, reminding everyone watching to always check their change, because you never know when the next multi-million-dollar treasure might be hiding in plain sight right in your hands.